Hi girls and guys, it's Mr. Tracky and we're on the right track. So guys, Call of Duty will never be perfect. And I think it's time that we all just accept that. And if we did, I think we'd all have a lot better time with it. And if you're not having a good time, then it's probably best you play something else. Now that's me being logical, but you know it's just never going to happen. Now, why won't it be perfect? Right, so I started with Modern Warfare 2, as I've said several times before, and a lot of people will say the Modern Warfare series, especially 1 and 2, were some of the best games ever produced in the Call of Duty franchise, which is a fair comment, definitely a fair comment. I'd say they're some of the most fun, but even they had their haters, even they had people moaning about them, even they had the communities back up at times. Now, we are all humans and we are all individuals with individual taste, and this is why Call of Duty will never be perfect, because what works for somebody might not work for another person. But there seems to be a trend of people, instead of accepting this, they will downright insult each other about it, which makes it more toxic, and then it kind of filters down into the actual game. And there's several reasons why the game are affected, whether it's the actual community itself, whether it's a big YouTuber, and the way that big YouTubers affect the game, sometimes I probably don't even realise. Now, Drifter will do his in-depth series, and he will cover every single weapon in the game, so you as a human being can make an individual choice about what you like. However, there are a lot of YouTubers that will say a gun is OP. Now, the gun may not necessarily be OP, but Vaughn will still nerf the gun on the basis that everybody's using it. Now, the reason everybody is using a particular gun isn't always because the gun is that good. And I've been there. It's because a particular YouTuber or two who has a massive influence on the community will say it's OP, and then all of a sudden everybody's setting up that class. And I've set that class up before, and the class has been shit. I'm just telling you that from now. So there are several factors. The factors of the game trying to be new, fresh, the developers trying to innovate, because that's what the actual communities ask for. And then when they get it, Advanced Warfare, the community's up in arms, up in uproar. Ghost was another experimental Call of Duty, because I know that they didn't want that run and gun style. They wanted more of a tactical kind of game because of Battlefield. But what I need people to understand, what I'm trying to get here, is COD is the best at what it does, and I think we need to stop meddling in that and let it be what it is, because the game will never satisfy everybody. It will never be perfect on that basis, that the community that plays the game all have different opinions and everybody cannot be pleased. I think they just need to stick to the core that makes this game great and just go from there and do what they can to tweak certain things. Modern Warfare Remastered looks like it's going to be an absolutely stunning game. However, it's still going to have its problems. It's still going to have people's backup, and I'm not someone looking through these nostalgic eyes, because I didn't play the game in its prime. So I believe certain people will go over to that game, and what they used to love, they will hate, or they will dislike, or they will be disgruntled with. I mean, I would personally say that the community is a lot more skillful now. 7 kills to get a helicopter is nothing these days, and I think it's going to be either 1, almost impossible to get your chopper in, 2, you're going to be UAV spammed all day every day, because I've played this game since Modern Warfare 2, and it was only till Black Ops 3 where I actually managed to get a nuclear, because the game has forced me to get better. And I don't think a lot of people have realised that Call of Duty has actually forced a lot of people to become better players. Advanced Warfare was a game that was hard as hell, man. And that's why I think a lot of people hated the boost moves, because there was a clear advantage. If you, Marker J is a great example, if you can exploit the movements to your best ability, you will dominate on that game. And I think overall these are the things that have got people's back up and why the game isn't perfect, because some people don't like change. Some people like to wear them same slippers they've been wearing for 5-6 years because that's what they're comfortable with. And I know that's a strange analogy, but I know some people listening are going to understand exactly what I'm on about. My granddad's definitely one of them people. But guys, I think we need to just start embracing this game. I know people are always going to hate on it, but for the vast majority, it's a game that, irrespective of how much it pisses you off and the supply drops and the variants and all that stuff, you still want to play it. And I think once most people accept that, the game will be a lot better for people. And I personally think Infinite Warfare is going to be a record breaker. I really do. You got Black Ops 3 movement toned down. It's going to be the closest game we've had to boots on the ground in a long time. That's new, not remastered, obviously. And I think we're going to have a blast. Guys, if you could smash all them buttons, especially that subscribe one, that will be great. And as always, guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.